Alright, hello YouTube. Welcome back to some more From the Depths, which is a little bit loud in my ears actually. I'm just going to adjust my thing very quickly. As I said, series isn't going anywhere. I'm still doing it. It's just a case of sort of mixing it up with the other stuff. I believe the sifter is ready to go. I think it was just loading up on resources was the idea at the moment. And I guess that's what it wants to sit at. Of course, last time I believe we started our war against the white flares.
Moving out.
So yeah, we probably have quite a bit that we're going to be doing today.
Listening.
Oh, I better play it and let it actually save its top speed. I'm sure it isn't cruising at that actual full speed, but sure thing, whatever. Okay, so Vessel Fleet can't actually capture that, so rather than going there, let's
Receiving.
select them
Moving
there.
now.
Excruciator.
Receiving. Moving now.
These guys move up to that spot. I'd quite like to get in a proper fight with my main battleship. Yeah, I'll actually let it approach.
Receiving.
Actually testing, hatchet,
Receiving.
frigate.
Receiving. Receiving.
Okay. Actually, not going to have the full fleet spawn in, I think, but that's actually fine. I don't really want everyone spawning in at once, because otherwise they start to get a bit too crazy. Right. Oh, the hatchet's telling me it's out of ammo. Well, it looks like it's a sea target because we're launching torpedoes. I'm going to have a neum over to it, and let's have a look what we're fighting, because I do not know the white flares cross off by heart. Well, it's shooting back at us already. Yeah, so as suspected, armor-piercing rounds. That looks like base bleeder, fins, solid body, and armor-piercing head. So it's just chucking a bunch of armor-piercing shots at me. And it is a surface battleship. Okay. Covered in spines, so collision with that thing would actually likely do some damage. Or at least worse damage to you than it would to it. It's got missile tubes, but they look like they might be... No, they're not decoys. Those are just straight up VLS. Radar. They sometimes hide turrets and bits like this. Oh, no, it's like a crew cabin. I see. Hello, you two. We're taking rounds? Sort of, but they don't look like they're hitting anything critical yet. Oh, looks like we've had a few hits. They've done some damage, but not too critical. Yeah, there's a lot. Actually, yeah, they do quite a lot of damage. Being pure kinetic. Hatchet's taking worse damage. Oof. Wonder if we had explosion. Yeah, battleship's definitely taking hits. A few shots have pierced. His armour is protecting it. Oh, except we just lost the gun. Or at least the top of the gun, I think. Oh no, looks like the whole thing went up. Yeah, we knew this thing was in somewhat early stages when it came to its strength. It's not doing awful, but certainly not as durable as it could or probably should be. Let's have a look at this thing. How are we doing in terms of fighting it? I don't know what difficulty this ship is either. That's another thing. It is a... Oh, 600,000 materials craft. Okay. This is quite substantial, actually. Yeah. Oh, it's got railguns. Okay. That's a rail-assisted shells. That's probably explains some of the damage. Yeah, we're getting... Looks like our armor is not enough on its own. We'll definitely need shields on this thing later. If we lose it, at least we could salvage it. We should get a good chunk of its cost back. Looks like the battleship isn't really combat zone ready yet. Try and turn us to the right so we can get more guns on it. Target. Right. That's the AI. I'm in control here. Turn right. Get our right side guns on target. Yeah, like that. Seawers is trying but not succeeding. We're getting a bit shredded here, really. It's not a cheap warship we're fighting, mind. We're not like we're fighting some little no-name craft. 600,000 is big, and we did just get a torpedo hit to the rear. It looks to have knocked out its mobility. Okay, now you can go back to automatic. It looks like a turret's down as well, actually, as well. Yeah, the bigger ships in our fleet have taken damage, so the rest are still doing okay. Cruiser looks like it's just spawned in, I think. Oh, it's launching harpoon. Oh, I think those are like harpoon decoys. I think I've seen this before. They like fly straight up and attract fire, but they stay tethered to the ship on the cable. But I could be wrong on that. Oh yeah, we got it. Yeah, we took a lot of damage there, but we got it. Yikes, that was quite a nasty vessel to send after us there. I hope that isn't the average, but it could well be. Yeah, it's coming apart. We definitely killed it. It's just still firing in the meantime, so we're going to take even more damage. Yeah, down it goes. Yeah, that's the sort of thing I was thinking of. I think I mentioned before, sort of white flares like surface battleships with armor-piercing rapid-fire guns. That is exactly the sort of thing I was thinking of. Right, look at that. Ooh. That is interesting. They pierced through the AI into the AI chamber, but clearly didn't kill it. That's interesting. Okay. The rest of the heavy armor casing looks like it's intact. So I think our layered defenses, because you can see with the multiple strips of light alloy, looks like that sapped enough power off the shells to stop them, but we definitely lost some guns there. I still find it incredible that we have 3 meters of armor and an extra layer of light alloy from the turret ring, and they still punch through us. And I suppose maybe because those are railguns. They do have really high armor pierce. It looks like they also pierced the engine chamber, but didn't actually damage the engines. Most of our rooftop guns are shot, but Battleship doesn't have self-repair systems. Let's play it and let's fix that. It should absolutely at least be able to somewhat self-repair itself. That is something I'm happy to save for the final design as well. Put 5 in there. Put a bunch around the turrets, actually, honestly. The turret ring... the turret doesn't descend down that far, so it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have repair systems in each turret chamber. They're not very expensive. What are we in here? Oh, there's the gap between them. Yeah, these are capped with they're capped with light blocks. So I think the repair bots can fly through them. And they might be able to fly through walls now anyway, I'm not sure, but I think they used to have trouble flying through walls and actually getting to some ships to repair them, but I think we put 5 in here, right? And another 5 in this one, and that should be good, I think. I'll check in a minute, the turrets can still turn, but yeah. Repairs in progress. Still, we beat them. It's partly just through numbers, but we did beat them.
Receiving.
Okay, that patrol fleet is done there.
Moving now. Receiving.
Repair all this. Where's our... Is that on the way, the other sifter? The new sifter's on its way. Okay. Let's get... They both sifters? Oh, no, one's the Skyray fleet. Okay, yeah, we'll also put the Skyray fleet up against them, ideally, for the next fight. Because I'd like to get an idea of what we're looking at in terms of their performance versus the
Receiving.
white flares.
Moving now.
Submarines could also go forwards. They might as well. They're not doing anything back there at any rate. Yeah, the battleship, I would say, I'll try and leave on the rear lines for now. We'll try and push forwards with the Sky Race for a bit if we can. Because I'd say the battleship is going to need some more major work. It's not combat ready yet. Not for the cost it has anyway. It should be able to
Listening.
withstand a lot more than that.
Moving out.
Have to be a bit careful because if we get caught in enemy territory, we're vulnerable to that, was it wounded and in enemy territory thing. So yeah, we can capture here for now.
Moving out.
I'll get their attention as well.
Receiving. Receiving. Moving now. Listening.
Tell you what, the construction sifter can go up to there, start capturing their territory and drop a radar balloon down. I know we're scattering these things all over the shop, but
Listening. Moving out.
do you be able to see what we're doing? These guys do for energy, they're nearly out. Or power even. Ooh. Have a building, another flayed monastery and the repentance. They seem happy to ignore us for the minute. Wait, what's going to happen?
Listening.
Actually, hang on. We'll have the Sifter fight it, because we know what it's like. It's a building with missile turrets. It's not that dangerous compared to some things we fought. Well, the fact this thing just sunk is not so great. Should have a... Oh, did I put everything on it apart from a vehicle spawner? Whoop. Yeah, that would be quite critical to shit that's meant to build others. Get our balloon. 50 meters. So it should be building, but I think you can't... Yeah, I can't see the effects through the water. Not sure why this thing has decided to sink, but... You do you, Sifter, I guess. Got some resources? No. Not sure what's going on there.
Listening.
Okay, it's floating now. Right, pull all. Radar balloon. Split off into a new fleet.
Listening.
Also radar balloon.
Moving out.
Send to full altitude. And we'll start the fight. We might as well do that right away and then...
Receiving.
Okay, well, we can send the battleship over to there since it has repaired.
Receiving.
While it's with the... Oh, hang on. Merge together.
Receiving.
Okay.
Moving now.
Main... Main surface. What? Go over there. Right.
Listening.
Now we'll start the fight with them. It's got giant EMP missiles. There's a good chance of actually being able to win this fight as long as it strikes first, I guess. Or at least as long as it gets its shots off. Sifter was a combat ship, even if this one's kind of derpy and is also sinking for some reason. I don't know, man. Ooh, was that cannon missiles? Oh, are they not actually offensive missiles? Are they defensive ones? You can do defensive missiles. Yeah, AI dead. And then its own missiles turned on it. Wow, very white flares-ish. Yeah, EMP. It's strong, man. I'm telling you. Our airship literally sunk and it still won that fight with no damage. Just by getting a few big EMP missiles off on it. Just not keen on it as a mechanic. Harasser. Right, if that thing gets near us... It does say moving to intercept, though I'm not entirely sure what it is trying to intercept.
Receiving. Listening.
Ideally, I'd like to capture this territory before I start the fight and lose it, but... So try to fight the minnows.
Listening.
Darn it. I'm going to have to lose the capture. You can definitely kill those. Oh, there's another one coming from the side as well. So I'm pretty sure this is the aircraft we fought before and destroyed, no problem. No, it's not. Is that a submarine? What even was that? I didn't even get a chance to look at it. It just exploded. Well, okay, whatever that was.
Listening. Moving out.
Apparently wasn't even worth the time to see what it was. A pandemonium. It's fast. 81 meters a second. Not yet. We're going to let
Listening.
these guys catch up with it. Okay, now they can actually apparently start a fight. We'll let the Sifter join the... Actually, no, we won't even let the Sifter join the fight. Let's just have the Sky Rays take care of this, or at least try anyway. Between the three of these guys, they do seem remarkably capable. It could be that I've accidentally made a much better battleship than the Battleship, because they cost, like, what? Yeah, like $250,000? They cost a quarter of the price, and they're apparently a lot more battle effective. Maybe it's just the shields. Maybe that's just the difference they make. Wow. It's like a super upgun paddle gunner with a circle sword. Oh, boy. And pack cannons, my favourite. Damage is being reported. Wait, no, that's my damage, isn't it? Don't seem to be taking much back in exchange. Is that the drop-off? One of the guys in the comments was saying there's a really bad drop-off on pack cannons. Oh. Oh, one of their guns just went up. I think that looked like the pack cannon fired. It did like the EMP thing. I think the, because damaged pack cannons will fire off inside your own ship. So I wonder if we damaged its pack cannon with our laser and then it shot itself and blew up its own gun. Could be my guess. Yeah, that thing's going down easy. Is this going to be a repeat of the last time? We get faced with a couple of really nasty craft head at the start, and then like they just completely fall apart.
Listening. Moving out.
It could well be. Scourge, 31 meters a second, another slow one. Yeah, the Sifter will be able to build new base when we get to that point. There's another, what's that, strip mine that's over there? So
Receiving.
moving up to there. The repair awesomeness is chilling. Have you built a base there that I... Nope, you have not built a base here that you should then. If you haven't yet, you should. Teleport to it. Play. I'm going to give it a bunch of resources. We need about 40,000. I think it only takes about 30,000, but I'll give it a bit more than that. Okay, now let's get another gatherer built. Seems to be a heck of a lot easier starting with the Deepwater Guard. Like, I think starting with Lightning Hoods, like, we got away with getting through the Lightning Hoods due to a bit of luck, a bit of actual good design and management, but, like, and also, like, just having the resources for it, because if we had started without the resources to fight them, we'd have been in real trouble, like, and we were quite, it was a bit tight at times, like, I do remember that we did lose most of our fleet at one point. Oh yeah, the White Flares theme as well. At least I think that's what that is. They get copyright claimed on almost every one of these From the Depths videos, so I'm guessing the music is some kind of... is copyrighted in some way at least. Yes, the White Flares still dislike us. I'm not too surprised. It's technically that the Scarlet Dawn get along with us better than some of the other factions, and I'm not sure why. Given that I thought the whole idea with them was that they're invading space aliens. Or were, at least. They've kind of already done their invasion. It didn't quite work, and they're doing it again, but...
Listening.
we'd better get in there and help. They can't give us a break. Just hold that piece of terrain, can they? Right, let's have a look. Before it explodes this time, we need to know what we're working with. Not that it might... well, not that it necessarily will matter, depending on how strong this thing is, but I need to check the points cost on some of these as well. This looks... Okay, this is like a destroyer equivalent. Scourge. It's about the same cost as our ships. Performance metric. Missiles. So it's missiles only? Nope. to potentially be some damage with those missiles closing in. Machine guns are putting out an impressive volley of fire, but I don't know that we're actually taking any damage from it. Yeah, one Skyray reporting damage. Which one am I in? Damage reported, but I don't see it. The self-repair systems are apparently very strong on these crafts. I didn't think they had that many repair bots in them, but they always seem to be very quick to recover from damage. Don't know quite why. Maybe that's part of the success. Maybe it's just because they're strong at regenerating, so if they take a little bit of damage, they can get away with it. Also, I suppose it probably doesn't hurt when they keep clipping the wingtips, and it's like, yeah, we can survive that. Yeah, another one down. White flares are folding pretty hard right now. How are we doing for resources on you guys? You've got lots, actually.
Listening.
Tell you what. High Law Home. That's not their home base, is it? We haven't reached their home base again, have we? There's a big lot of stuff there. They don't have a huge territory. Is that the top of their territory? No, it's just the map borders, right?
Listening.
Let's let them do their thing for a bit. We'll launch an attack on that set of buildings next. I don't know if that is their home. I wouldn't have thought so, but if it is, we've pushed forwards fast.
Moving now.
Set them off on their way now.
Listening.
Send the radar balloon over, why not? We'll ignore the fact it doesn't actually have engines.
Listening. Moving out. Listening. Moving out. Listening. Moving out. Listening.
You guys will be ready to move forwards once you've taken that point. That's the Onyx Watch taking that territory, okay. Yeah, well, rather than take that territory that we can't have, let's grab that one.
Listening.
Deliverance, coming to collect resources. Chorus moving to attack. Let's intercept it. Let's actually jump on them first this time. And then we'll cut across to the peninsula, and then we'll go down here to Lawham, which seems to have vanished all of a sudden. What? Okay. Not sure what's going on there, but oh well. Right. Not sure how bad a chorus is, but we're going to find out. All three Sky Rays spawn, so it can't be that big, whatever it is. And I assume by name like Chorus it was supposed to operate in groups, but this one appears to be a very small craft operating on its own. Is it going to be like enormous? No, it's not enormous and hiding below the water, it is just tiny. Hang on, what is this thing? Oh, it's a missile launcher, okay. 25,000 materials, really? For all those missiles? Because it is very small. Oh, here we go. We're struggling a little to hit it, because it is tiny, but that doesn't mean we're not hitting it, as it turns out. Check for... Yeah, I had a feeling it would just melt to nothing when we hit it. I was expecting damage at exchange. It looked like that one was about to get hit, but... minimal. Looks like a handful of blocks. Yeah, I think we can continue to push forwards a bit.
Listening.
Practically already self-repaired.
Receiving. Moving now.
Got the second main fleet can... Yeah, they can start the war with High Lotham. Whatever it's called. Right. I think it should be in range from there. I believe this is a little coastal settlement. Let's see how they do. At least we get an idea of what we're looking at. They have some turrets, I believe it said, but let's get an actual idea of their strength. My guess is that is a turret of some kind, and that certainly is, so we'll immediately
Engaging now.
Yes. And just to make sure they got it.
Engaging now.
Yeah, hit that, please. Oh, it's literally just a little red obelisk. Huh. Spooky. Interestingly, that turret is not shooting at all. What is going on? We caught him napping, apparently. One tower knocked out. Miniature church knocked out. That weird super long block bug happening again. I'm still not sure what does that. Flytrap is low on ammo. Right, yeah, we were going to change the Flytrap's missiles, weren't we? Especially since it can't hit target. Okay, we'll leave the Flytrap out of ammo then, since it's going to try and chuck torpedoes that wouldn't hit. Actually, mind you, I think on their gliding path, those might hit. I don't know what they're going to hit, given their sonar range, but I think they might actually land some shots there. That thing might be about to, or maybe the buildings behind it might be about to take an EMP torpedo. Just EMP'd someone's house. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like things are going reasonably well at the moment. We're pretty much just... It's a bit mean, perhaps, indiscriminately missiling their houses, but then again, these are the people that flay, you know, their victims, so... And they are all a bit mad cultish, so I don't feel too bad about this compared to some. Onyx Watch is going to really hurt fighting them. Yeah, I don't know what's up with these turrets, but they just are clearly just not working. It's not a case that they weren't like working very well. It's like, no, they just straight up were not firing. I don't know what's wrong with them, but they weren't shooting at us. So I don't know what's going on there, but... I would jokingly say maybe no one else has got this far, but I've seen the sort of craft people make on this game. There's some very skilled builders out there. Campaign ships can have some nasty stuff, but they're certainly not as nasty as some of the stuff the players come up with. Yeah, so it looks like we're pretty much just going to be volleying this town to death. Oh yeah, look, we got a torpedo hit. Actually, yeah, I dead one of them. Good work, Flytrap. I'm sure that's how you're supposed to be fighting. Sliding out onto the beach. What even are these? Some of mine that run out of fuel? Dang, those things could take a hit. Until the magazine goes up, at any rate. Ah, look, it's like a little temple base. That's supposed to be like bits of Rambot. Like a telescope? I'm actually not sure. Lots of detail they've gone into in here. But I suspect it's not... Yeah, there's not going to be much left of it fairly shortly. Oh, it's the torpedo one. One of our, of course, one of our patrols is kitted out for torpedo duty, isn't it? Tell you what, given that this one wasn't a very good anti... oh, what do I call it? I'll just swap that out for a fuel tank. Given that this one wasn't very good at anti-submarine duty anyway, we'll just kit this one out for conventional warfare. At least then it could be doing some damage. Whoop. They shoot perhaps a little too hard. Tell you what, let's swap that out for another fins. Doesn't need 2 fuel tanks, it's on a short range or short burn. It's firing high velocity missiles now. Still having trouble hitting. Got a good turn on them though. That's a bit more like it. Man, short range thrusters are fast. I'm actually quite impressed by that. I guess that is what you do if you want really high-speed missiles. How fast are those flying? I thought we were on the...
Receiving.
I actually thought we might be on the flytrap.
Listening.
Right, what's the firing velocity on these? Max speed 300. Oh, so it's capped. It's hit the cap of 300. And it would go even faster if it wasn't capped. Wow, okay. I guess it's for chasing really fast craft now. Oh, so close. Good try. Good try, buddy. You'll get him. Ooh, EMP. And then that. Yeah, and then this weird thing again. It's turned into a giant stone beam. Right. Well, with many missiles shot and... What are you? Is that the Skyray about to start a fight? We'll call the episode there. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. It'll be a bit more Elden Ring for a couple of days. Then we'll be back to From the Decks to continue the fighting. But for me, it's straight on to recording. So yes. Till next time. Bye-bye.